Breaking news. Under Triple H's leadership, WWE's creative regime has been in motion since July 2022. The game, which he oversaw, helped pave the way for a number of famous people to become household names. On the other hand, WWE has missed out on a lot of talented people because they weren't able to reach their full potential. Recently, SmackDown featured one such scenario. It seems like the WWE CCO failed to deliver on his promise to Shinsuke Nakamura. The WWE Universe was in a frenzy as the iconic superstar finally returned to SmackDown after a long absence. For all appearances, the 44-year-old veteran Nakamura was about to have a renaissance and return to the top until the Triple H-led administration made a number of creative gaffes that doomed him. Shinsuke Nakamura was anticipated to make a dramatic comeback by the WWE Universe. Unfortunately, such was not the case. Neither a premium live event nor the USA Network season premiere of SmackDown included his comeback. To put a damper on the enormous anticipation for his return, the business reinstated him on an arbitrary SmackDown show. Nakamura also made a massive mistake by just walking into the ring, barely landing 2 blows on LA Knight, and then leaving. It would have been more dramatic if the great superstar had returned with a brutal beating of the current US champion. But Triple H and the creative didn't make any money off of it. At this Saturday's Survivor Series, War Games, WWE will crown the United States champion between Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight, a decision that has many people baffled. This happened just 2 weeks after Strong Style King returned. Without any build-up, WWE made a dubious decision to schedule this bout for the next PLE. Triple H has ruined the buzz around Nakamura's comeback by jumping into this high-stakes bout without a plausible backstory. The decision to add 5 matches to Survivor Series, War Games, seems to have been made in haste. Some may see this as the creative director of WWE suddenly abandoning the returning star. The failure to properly establish the persona of the former Intercontinental Champion before placing him in a match is another reason why WWE missed the point with him. A great deal of mystery and fascination surrounds Shinsuke Nakamura's heel character. After Triple H's months-long comeback, the creative team had to go even farther into his persona to reveal all of its nuances. In order to give the 44-year-old a good introduction to the blue brand, the corporation should have broadcast additional video packages and given him many parts on SmackDown. As a result of WWE's failure to do so, fans will never know why the renowned superstar returned to assault LA Knight. There has been no shortage of historic comebacks in WWE history. The return of beloved actors fills fans with excitement, bringing back fond memories and a glimmer of hope for next big narratives. On the other hand, great expectations accompany these times. While Triple H has managed several comebacks in his time as WWE creative director, there is mounting worry that he may have missed the mark with one returning great. Which celebrity is this? A 44-year-old veteran of the WWE whose return might revitalize the company's brand and their own career. Fans are angry about how Triple H handled their homecoming, and many are wondering whether he has already messed up. The atmosphere was electric as soon as the returning star entered the ring again. This artist became famous all around the globe as a result of their legendary bouts, feuds, and other events that cemented their place in WWE history. Subtle hints and cryptic teasers throughout broadcasts fueled comeback speculations for months. At least in the beginning, the return was all the supporters had hoped for. The crowd's roar was audible, the internet was abuzz with adulation, and WWE seemed to be capitalizing on the excitement with a prominent appearance that hinted at future greatness. But the initial excitement didn't last. The returning talent was cast in a part that many fans thought was unimpressive, rather than being thrown into a significant conflict or interesting plot. It seems like the booking wasn't all that serious, and nobody really considered how this veteran might bring anything special to the present lineup or reignite their own history. Skeptics brought up lost chances, such rivalry with younger players that might have been a game changer for both groups. Rather than delivering the excitement that fans had grown to anticipate from this iconic figure, the comeback seemed like a repetition of previous successes, with dull matches and promotional contents. Triple H had the perfect chance to make this comeback iconic, but it feels like they're just treading water, one fan complained on Twitter. I don't see any originality. There are a number of reasons why this comeback was handled poorly, and they all relate to a bigger problem with WWE's creative process. The lack of a coherent plot has been one of the most common complaints. Just having the returning celebrity around attracts viewers, but it's the plots that really hold their attention. Even the most renowned personalities might get lost in a story that fails to captivate. Due to the abundance of talent on WWE's roster, it may be difficult to strike a balance between long-running superstars and promising newcomers. The reappearance of the legendary figure has, however, been somewhat buried and eclipsed by other continuing plots. A return cannot be sustained just by nostalgia, no matter how intense it is. What fans really want is for their favorite wrestlers to have an impact on WWE now and in the future, not just relive the glory days. But instead of bringing something fresh or thrilling, this comeback has relied too much on old catchphrases and actions. Dream matches or long-awaited rivalries might have been set in motion by the Stars' comeback. Instead, their star power has been wasted in meaningless rematches. It's important to remember that Triple H has a track record of effectively guiding WWE through prior epic returns, reunited with captivating plots that pay regard to their legacies, while giving them a chance to make important contributions to the present product. Stars like Lita and Edge are back for more. What sets it apart? There were distinct stories and high stakes in these comebacks, which piqued the interest of spectators. Compared to the other comebacks, this one has been rather lackluster, leading many to wonder why it hasn't gotten the same kind of love and attention. The WWE Universe is known for its outspoken fan base, and their reactions to this comeback have been, to put it mildly, divided. Fans' reactions to the Stars' homecoming have been mixed, with some ecstatic and others expressing dissatisfaction with the way things have been handled. It feels like a missed opportunity instead of a career-defining second act, one Reddit user lamented. That's not good enough from WWE. It seems like Triple H still has time to turn things around with some smart booking choices, as several have urged them to do so. If WWE wants to capitalize on the Stars' return, it has to do something quickly to rev up the role and get fans excited again. Some solutions that Triple H can implement are as follows. The returning legend is in search of a formidable adversary, one who can test them mentally and physically. There has to be substance and stakes in the plot, whether it's about a budding star hoping to break out or an old enemy out for vengeance. Instead of seeing the same old thing, fans would rather see progress and development. Reviving the Stars' character might be as simple as giving them new moves, a new demeanor, or some surprising allies. Everyone in the WWE Universe loves dream bouts, and this comeback is a great chance to provide them to them. No matter whether it's a WrestleMania main event or an unexpected matchup on Raw or SmackDown, the goal should be to create memories that fans will cherish forever. When planning the details of this comeback, WWE should pay close attention to what the fans have to say. The audience's desires may be found in abundance on social media. By adopting these ideas, the tide might be turned. The way this comeback was handled is indicative of a bigger problem inside WWE, and it's not just about one star missing out. Maintaining product interest and novelty requires striking a balance between clinging to the past and looking forward to the future. Triple H has shown his narrative and booking chops, but he has to be more consistent and risk-taking going forward.